So today we're going to continue researching how birds use their feathers to survive. Good job. All right. We're going to start with what we continued with yesterday. So I need everybody to tiptoe up onto the carpet. Push in your chairs and tiptoe. Can anybody tell me, where did we get this information yesterday? What? It is all about birds, but where did we get these sentences?
From the book.
From the book. Can anybody tell me what the book was called?
Wings.
Ooh.
Feathers, not just for fun.
Perfect. That's the title of our book that we read. And does anybody remember why we have pictures of blankets and pillows and sponges and scrub brushes and a bullfighter and a shirt up there? Why did we have those up there?
Because feathers act like those.
Feathers do act like those. And when we are comparing those pictures to those words like warm like a blanket, using the words like, we are calling them similes. Can everybody say that?
Similes.
Similes. So, was that all that was in the book, or were there more?
More.
There were more. So I actually made another anchor chart with the new ones that we missed yesterday.
Oh. Yeah.
So we're going to read them together. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we have, this is the simile, and these are our picture clues. Let's see if you can remember. Make a high-pitched sound like a
Whistle.
Who did that?
I forgot.
Remember? All right, let's see if we can find it. What made a high-pitched sound?
A bird.
A bird. What did he use to make the high-pitched sound?
His beak.
Ooh, do you remember? I'm going to read it one more time. Feathers can make a high-pitched sound like a whistle. So did his beak make that sound? No, his feathers did. So this is all about what feathers can do. We're continuing from yesterday. Can we stop whistling, please? All right, number 8. Attract attention like fancy jewelry. What did that? Raise your hand if you know what type of bird this is. Milan?
A peacock. A peacock.
Peacock. And so why do we have this picture of a diamond ring?
Because your feathers are special like jewels.
Oh, their feathers are special like jewels, right? All right, let's go to 9. Dig holes like a backhoe. Shh.
Micah, shh.
We have swallows that do this. What's this a picture of?
Bulldozer. A
Backhoe. It's a picture of a backhoe. That's what a backhoe looks like. Good. All right, number 10. Carry building supplies like a forklift. And that was this bird here, the rosy-faced lovebird. And what did she do? What did she do? What was she carrying?
A stick.
Sticks? And what do you think she was doing with those sticks? Jakari?
Building.
Building what? A house? Or what do we call where birds live?
Nest.
A nest. Good job. All right, so we are going to do some role play. And remember our role play protocol? It's read a certain part of the text again, which our text is already on our anchor chart. You're going to decide what you're going to be. So you can decide to be a whistle in the bird, a fancy peacock, a backhoe, or a forklift, right? And you're going to act this out with your partner. And when you're done, you're going to make what? Micah, stand up for a second. I'm going to make a tent, just like this, right? Make a tent so I know you're done, all right? So I like to do pinky partners first. You're going to stand up. And find your pinky partner and spread out. 1, 2, 3, action. Go ahead. What do you guys? Tell your partner what you're doing. And when you're done, make a tent. What are you making? What are you acting out?
A bird.
Okay, what are you doing with the bird? Are you building? You're going to make a nest?
Are you building your nest?
Yeah, okay. What are you doing? Oh, a peacock. So you're standing there all very pretty. What else? Logan, what did you act out? What type or what were you doing? Flying? Which one went with flying? Which one did the bird put all the stuff in his feathers, and he went to do what with it?
How do you act like a lovebird?
Yeah, he was going to build a what?
Nest.
So he acted like a forklift, right? We have learned so much about feathers. We as a class are going to write a paragraph about how important feathers are. Eventually, you're going to do this on your own, but I'm going to first do it with you so you know exactly what to do. So everyone's going to get a shared writing template. So this is like a little form, and we're going to first focus on the focus statement. And I'm going to do this part with you today. So I want you to write your names at the very top. We, like we talked about, are researchers. We are researching what? Raise your hand. What are we researching?
Feathers.
Feathers, bird feathers. What have we learned about feathers? Feathers have what? What do we call them? Gregory, look up, please. What do feathers have?
Different jobs.
Different jobs. Perfect. Nope, we're not going to write that yet. So when we're researchers, we're going to share what we learn with others through writing. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to share with others what we've learned so far about what kind of jobs feathers do. All right, so our learning target today is I can contribute to the focus statement and detailed sentences in a piece of shared writing. Now, I made this wonderful chart for us that shows us how to write an informational paragraph. So we're going to focus on two parts today, and then we'll focus on the last two parts when we come back on Tuesday. So our focus statement right now, it tells the big idea of your piece of writing. And Elijah, what did you say that we're going to focus on today?
Feathers.
Feathers. I want you to turn and talk to your partner about what a good focus statement could be. What have we been learning about? Yes, Elijah said feathers, but what's a good sentence? What do you know about feathers so far?
They can act like a sponge, sun cream. I'm about to write into it.
Think of the big picture, Aaliyah. All of those are great, but I want you, when you're talking to your partner, to think about the big picture, like over there.
Think about feathers. The feathers.
What do you think about feathers?
Not yet.
The feathers.
We're gonna write it
That
together.
they're pretty?
Talk to your partner.
I think they're beautiful too. Don't you? I think so
Many
too.
bird
The
feathers.
peacock, I love theirs.
What can feathers do?
I love the peacock.
Feather.
So me and you, I'll help you with this.
Feathers look nice and comfortable because the
You think they feathers also protect them?
look nice and
I think so
comfortable
too.
for the birds and the birds to make
Yep.
it comfortable.
I think they too.
Your turn. So the feathers, birds.
Boy, put them glasses on. Put them glasses on your face.
Like they're birds. Hi, Mom.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You don't have to write anything yet. Right. So yesterday I wrote all our notes down. We talked about different types of feathers and what their job was and how it helps a bird. Does anybody know this word? Elijah?
Survive.
Survive. What does survive mean? Aaliyah?
You can last like when you get really like older. You can last.
Okay, so you can last to be old, right? You can live a long time.
Survive means if something's like happening, but you survive from it.
Good. Okay. So if birds didn't have feathers, what would happen? Raise your hand. What do you think? If birds didn't have feathers, what do you think would happen, Riley?
If birds didn't have feathers, they would be cold and they didn't know how to warm themselves up.
So they might what? They might what? Nyla?
When birds don't have feathers, they might be cold.
They might be cold. What happens if they're too cold?
They might not survive.
They might not survive. They might die. When we don't want birds to die, right? All right? They might freeze, right. So what do you think is a good focus statement using the word survive? What do we think? So anybody think about it. I want you to talk to your partners. What do you think is a good focus statement using the word birds, feathers, and survive? Go ahead.
If birds were in like the middle of the street and they didn't have feathers and a car was coming by, they would probably go, wow.
What do the birds' feathers help them do?
The birds
Their babies. I heard a lot of birds, feathers, and I heard a lot of if they don't have feathers, they can't keep their babies warm, and they can't stay warm. So if they can't stay warm, we already know that they won't survive, right? So I'm going to write birds' feathers help them to survive. So let's write it together. You're going to write it on your paper, and I'm going to write it up here on the board. I'm going to start my sentence with a what?
uppercase letter.
Uppercase letter. Shh, your voices should be off. I've just put it on the board for you to copy. Remember, we're doing this together. Everybody should be writing one sentence. This is our focus statement. All right. Shh. No problem. The next part is using details to support our focus statement. So I heard a lot about being warm. What bird yesterday did we talk about specifically? His feathers were used to keep warm. Raise your hand. Aaliyah? Do you remember what bird talked about being warm? Do you remember what bird that was? Blue jay, right? He looks blue. Blue jay. So we have fluffy, soft, warm, keeps the bird warm. That's how the feather helps it survive. And I also posted a picture of the feather, right? So we talked about that. Let's talk a little bit about protecting the bird's skin. So that's one thing we could write about, right? That's one detail. Would you like to talk about keeping the birds warm or protecting their skin? Keeping birds warm?
No!
Okay, well and then we can save it for next time as protecting their skin. All right, so I heard a lot about keeping the birds warm. So I'm gonna say, for the next sentence, what do we think we should say? Turn and talk to your partner.
Keep the birds warm.
How are they keeping warm? Some birds have what? So now we are gonna write details that support our focus statement. And we talked about, a lot of us talked about staying warm. So this blue jay, what does it say on that page? Feathers can we read it together? Feathers can warm like a blanket. So we know. So I'm going to start my sentence. Ready? Some birds, because not all birds have fluffy feathers, right? So I'm going to write some birds, and you're going to do the same. You will see in a minute. So write some birds, and I'm going to write have, and I want you to whisper to your partner, what do the birds have to keep them warm?
They have feathers.
What type of feathers? Make sure you're looking at the chart and in the book. What type of feathers? What do we call them? How do they describe the feathers? Some birds have, what do they have?
Feathers.
What type of feathers? Oh, fluffy. And what other part? What other is a describing word? Soft. Warm. Fluffy. Feathers. On this page, we're now going to write another sentence, and that sentence is going to tell what the body part does. So we just described the first body part. So we talked about soft, warm, fluffy feathers. Now, what do those soft, fluffy, warm feathers do? Shh, all right, talk to your partner. Go ahead. Guys, make sure you're using the chart. First graders, make sure you're using the chart. What do those soft, warm, fluffy, Riley feathers do? They keep the bird what? Warm. So that's what you should be talking about. So now I'm going to describe what those soft, warm, fluffy feathers do. What is a good sentence I could say? The what?
Feather.
The feathers do what? Think about it.
Fly.
Shh, shh, shh. It's not fly. Look at the chart. What do the fluffy feathers do? Raise your hand when you know. What do they? We're not calling out, raising our hand. Sabir, what do they do? Those feathers do what?
Make birds warm.
Keep the bird warm. Perfect. So your second sentence, good job, Sebastian. Your next sentence is, these feathers keep the, you can, bird, what's the word? Warm. All right. Go ahead. You can. You can. Doubt yourself. So just start right here. Today we wrote the focus statement for our feathers informational paragraph, and we wrote half of the detail sentences. So today we chose to write about how a bird is kept warm and what specific feathers help him keep warm. All right? Tuesday, we're going to pick another type of feather that was in the book and describe how that helps the bird survive. All right. Moving on. So yesterday, we talked about a specific feather. Who can remember what feather we drew in our student workbooks?
We drew
You can get out your student workbooks and look. Micah. Who can tell me what feather we drew?
What page?
It's towards the back. Oh, sorry.
You see? Got it.
16 was yesterday. Gregory, go ahead.
The sim and plum feather.
The what? Big voice.
The sim plum feather.
The semi-plume feathers. Yes, we drove that yesterday. What is their job? What was that feather's job for people who were not here yesterday? What did the job of the semi-plume feather do? What was its job for the bird?
Keep birds warm and dry.
Keep birds warm and dry. I can explain the purpose of a contour feather using pictures and words. What does that mean? What does that mean? I can explain the purpose. Gregory, what's the purpose of the contour feather, you think? What does that mean, purpose? Do we know that yet? No. So what do you think we're going to use? What tool, Micah, do you think we're going to use to figure out what purpose a contour feather has? We're researchers, right? What tool are we going to use? How are we going to figure it out? What are we going to use to figure out what a contour feather does? The book. What page do you think we could turn to?
17.
Where do we find the information for the semi-plume feather?
Yes, T.
It was all the way in the back. So turn to all the way in the back. We have a vocabulary word, and our vocabulary word is contour. Are we looking up here? Contour means contour feathers cover most of a bird's body. They give birds their shape and colors. Are all birds have the same color? No. So contour feathers are going to be many different colors. You are right here on page 17. It says, create a drawing of a contour feather in the box below. You can use the picture of contour feathers right here to help you draw it. Can it be any color? Yes, because contour feathers can be any color, right? What colors did they use?
Brown. White. Gray.
And a gray, white. So I would stick with brown and gray for right now. Because that was, you could do blue, because technically blue jays were in the book, right? But if you look at my feathers from the book, they're all mostly brown and gray, white.
I'll do blue.
All right? So do that now. You're going to give you 2 minutes to draw your feather. All right, I want you to look at the word contour feathers. I also have it on my definition slide up here. At the bottom, it says, everybody looking at me? Yeah. At the bottom, it says, some birds have contour feathers, so what do contour feathers give to the birds?
Warm. Feather.
Look at the board.
Feather.
Let's read it again. Thank you. I heard, who has just said shape?
Me.
Good, Jakari. Ready? Let's read it together again. Contour feathers cover most of the bird's body. They give birds their shapes and colors. Shape and colors. So what do contour feathers give the bird?
Shape.
And?
Color.
Write it. Make it a sentence. Some birds have contour feathers, so how would you make that into a sentence? Write some of those words in there.